Born in Germany in 1681, Georg Philipp Telemann was a contemporary of Johann Sebastian Bach. Sources say that the two men were close friends and that Bach had appointed Telemann as godfather and namesake to his son, Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach. Telemann was widely successful and highly esteemed during his lifetime, and he has been credited with composing over 3,000 works, although only half of those works have survived. After his death in 1767, appreciation for his music declined going into the early 19th century, with critics writing that he had focused more on quantity rather than quality. However, today he is considered to have been an influential force in the move from the late Baroque toward the style of the classical era of Haydn and Mozart. Although he himself preferred and had championed the more contrapuntal and harmonic complexities of the Baroque period, he was adept and innovative in combining German, Italian, French, and even Polish influences into his works. Telemann's Sonata in F minor was written in 1728 for the Baroque bassoon, but musicians have subsequently performed it on recorder, trombone, cello, and other instruments. Written in the form of the traditional sonata da chiesa of the period, it contains 4 movements: slow, fast, slow, fast. The slow movements are sad and mournful, and the contrasting fast movements are lively, virtuosic, and dance-like.
happy to be here. As you may have noticed, this is a woman-dominated concert. It's been so enjoyable. Isn't Baroque music fun? My notes, I think, are longer than the piece I'm going to play, but I'll try to read quickly. Why all the question marks? Recent scholarship and stylistic analyses have cast doubt on Bach's authorship of this work. 8 little preludes and fugues, each short and in a different key, are thought to have been composed by a student of Bach. Most scholars point to Johann, yes, another Johann Ludwig Krebs, of whom Bach is said to have said he is the only crab in the brook. Krebs is crab in German, Bach is brook. Krebs was Bach's star pupil and composed extensively and well for the organ. His father, Johann, there it is again, they were all Johann. Johann Tobias Krebs, also an organist and student of Bach, was a contemporary of Bach, only 5 years his junior. There is not enough time to examine each of the candidates individually, not to mention the ones not listed. I chose to play this piece because it is short, little, kleine, all of 3.5 minutes. Have I gone 3.5 minutes yet? I may have. And was the first Bach I learned on the organ, or was it? I felt we should include something of Bach, or at least Bachish, on a Bach's lunch recital. And even if it was not actually composed by Bach, his influence as a teacher and mentor, and also as a performer and composer, is clearly on display. Note that BWV designation is still applied, Bach Werke Verzeichnis, which is the catalog of Bach's works. If you look at all of the other guys on this recital, all performed by women, they lived at the same time in the same neighborhood. The Italians were not all that far away and were highly influential on Bach and other musicians of his day. So have fun listening. The prelude is in triple meter, sprightly and sparkly. It will be played using the principal chorus, which is 8 4 and 2 foot principals, plus the mixture on the great manual. Basically, in ABA form, the B section will be played on the swell manual with a contrasting registration of 8 and 4 foot flutes, and a little cymbal string will be added for brilliance. The fugue is in 4 voices, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. A bit more stately but energetic, I have chosen to play the whole fugue on the great manual with an 8-foot trumpet as the bass of the principal chorus, without the 8-foot principal, to make it sound brighter and brassier. The pedal will employ the 16-foot Posaune, which is German for trombone. You'll hear that one, as the only 16-foot stop in this rendition, with principal chorus atop of it, so the 8-foot and 4-foot principals in mixture. And I will be coupling the swell principals in mixture to the great and pedal. Enjoy, whoever this may be.
Corelli's Trio Sonata in B-flat major is a beautiful example of the Baroque Sonata da Camera, the chamber sonata. It was originally written for 2 violins and continuo. The continuo instruments can vary. It includes a keyboard instrument, like harpsichord, piano, or organ, and either cello or bassoon playing the bass line. As in many Baroque works, musical ornamentation like trills, mordents, or runs are added to the written parts. There are 4 stylized dance movements in this piece. The preludio or largo is an expressive introductory movement. The corrente allegro is a lively rhythmic dance in triple meter with spirited interplay between the flute and the oboe. The grave adagio is slower and highlights Corelli's use of harmonic tension and suspension. And the tempo di gavotta, allegro moto, is a buoyant French court dance in duple meter.
The final selection for the day is The Stars and Stripes Forever. You may wonder how he's related to Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, or Johann Philipp Sousa. I don't know that they're contemporarily related at all. However, I do believe that if Johann Sebastian Bach had written a march, it might sound like this. Composed by former Marine Band conductor John Philip Sousa in 1897, Stars and Stripes Forever was designated as the National March of the United States by Congress in 1987. It is often performed at military band concerts, presidential inaugurations, the Independence Day celebrations. Excuse me. The three main themes heard in trio at the end represent the three regions of the United States. The main melody represents the North, the trombone counter melody represents the South, and the piccolo solo represents the West. This transcription performed today is arranged for organ duet with our addition of a live piccolo. Almost every organ stop is incorporated in the arrangement, from the horizontal trumpet chamade to the cymbal-sound star. And we are just delighted to have the piccolo soloist of the Army Band, former member, Barbara Vigil, joining us today. Thank you, Barbie. Following the recital now, we would like to thank a few people again, if not eternally, our St. Mark's family here, specifically Pastor Triola, for supporting us and helping us make this endeavor possible. We would like to recognize Rodney Pendleton, the man at the tech desk back there. Thank you, Rodney, for all your efforts. The massive amount of work that goes into coordinating all of the program notes and compositions and order, et cetera, from Chris Mickelson, who does our programs for each of these. Thank you, Chris. And finally, last but not least, my wonderful husband, James Kiger, who is our major domo, who takes care of the reception and moving chairs and pianos and all those things that have to happen for us. Thank you all very, very much. And we thank you, our guests, and we look forward to speaking with you in the reception in the narthex. Thank you for being here.